Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. And today it is I guess the final kind of Division 4 Andrea Doria against Strasbourg. So this is going to be a really interesting one because both of these ships are coming in to this battle with, at least if you're watching these in order, a string of victories under their belt. So whoever wins this is moving on to Division 3. And that is a prize worth having. And in Division 3 there's some pretty interesting ships for these to go up against. Yeah, I'm surprised to see the Doria. I genuinely am. There's all sorts of things about the ship I really like. 12-inch guns, very nice choice. There's 10 of them, it's a good number. She's slower than the other ships, which hasn't seen her suffer, really. At least not yet. There've been a few instances where she hasn't been able to catch her enemy. So against Strasbourg here has had a 3-pointer, and where she won the first 2 rounds. Andrea Doria tends to have won just the one and then drawn the other 2. But yeah, it's an interesting one. It really is, to see this ship here, because, you know, the mixed armament not great in terms of the game. Doesn't seem to have hampered her too much. She's only got, was it Crypt 2? Doesn't seem to have hampered her very much. Yeah, just really surprising that this is one of the finalists, but a worthy one. I do have a soft spot for this ship. Plucky, really plucky. Showing you don't need to necessarily... In fact, 2 strange ships. Because, I mean, this French AB quad design is a little unusual. But they are the ones that have made it this far. I'm very curious to see which one comes out on top. Starting to get to the sort of range where we might expect to see some actual action between the 2. Doria proving the more accurate of the 2. So the secondary is about to get involved. At least Strasbourg secondaries. Not that secondary batteries have made much of an impact so far. But that looks to me like Strasbourg has ID'd the Andrea Doria and is moving away. Might be a fairly dull first round, as Andrea Doria nowhere near as fast, so as any of the other ships really. So she really needs to do some damage early on to force a ship to engage. But, I don't know, Strasbourg not running away yet. Try and get that wide turret firing. Maybe this Andrea Doria's secret is gaming the AI. Getting the AI to think that they can attack her, so she can actually close into a range where she can do something. Sneaky. Not much in the way of damage on either side at the moment. Just blapping away. has damaged the engine on Strasbourg. So maybe we will get an engage after all. It's kind of what she needs in order to slow her down. Don't know if it'll be enough. Strasbourg still has 2 knot advantage. Yeah, the AI not the best at using those AB forward layouts. Apologies if you can hear my washing machine. I thought that accursed thing had finished, but apparently not. Flooding hit. Well, both scoring flooding hits on each other. So still slightly faster. So Doria really not able to get a critical engagement. Not yet anyway. A flooding hit. Strasbourg, meanwhile, not firing with B turret, but is getting the angling. Yeah, they're just not really scoring a lot, but Doria, oh no, she just lost a gun. X turret. She's also starting to run low on ammunition, which is one of the faults of this kind of split battery, but she hasn't been too bad for that. These fights tend to be over one way or the other before that's become a huge issue. Strasbourg does have plenty of ammunition. But given her retreating nature, I think once Doria decides to retreat, I think we could safely say that Strasbourg would continue to retreat. It looks like a draw to me in round 1. Doria not able to catch Strasbourg still. Even though Strasbourg's got that engine damage. She's catching up now, but there we go. Hit in return. That will slow Doria down a lot. Oh, she fixed it. Nice work. But the ammunition becoming critical. I'll give it till the last shell. And then get her to pull away. Definitely exchanging blows here at 7.8 kilometers. 8 kilometers, really, isn't it? Strasbourg's just been firing with 1 turret most of the time. But ammunition becoming very, very scarce. Doria fixing that engine damage again. That's impressive. she have a particularly good... No, just standard auxiliary 2. Interesting. That's taken a bit of flooding though, more than Strasbourg has, and that will slow her down a fair amount. Continuing exchange. Doria taking more engine damage. Strasbourg taking more engine damage. Here we go. Finally getting some good hits in on each other. But Doria's just about to run out of puff. Yep. So triples out of ammunition. Just got the duel up front. We'll keep fighting though. Can still fire those shells, damn it. Reason the duels didn't run out is because this turret got taken out, so I guess they've rushed the shells to the B turret. I wonder if it wouldn't be a wise decision to pull back at this point. Call that a draw. I think that is fair. Yes, Doria still has 50 rounds, but I don't think that's going to make a huge difference. Strasbourg would be happy enough to retreat as well, I think, and both go back to their respective ports and nurse a grudge, because we are going to settle that right now by swapping over and seeing if, when it's the other way around, Strasbourg can get a hit. Get a hit on Doria. Get a decisive engagement with Doria. Now, the AI with Doria will probably want to come in a little bit, but will probably end up in the same sort of stern chase situation. Keep an eye on the Doria, because, or what I'm going to try and keep an eye on her, because it is what she decides to do that is really important here, because she decides to start moving away. Probably end up with another draw. Although Strasbourg does have the speed to catch up to her. So maybe get a result this time round. Just not able to land a hit yet. Doria does though. What range are we at? 11.8. Yeah, really only when we've got under 10 kilometers we started seeing regular hits. Again, I'm just curious if it's the AI identifying the enemy ship that makes them turn away. Because they should spot each other roughly the same time. So if you see Doria moving away right after she gets identified, or right before, maybe that's what's going on. No sign of it yet, though. Just a couple of ricochets. We're getting pretty close now, though. I'm expecting the Doria to turn and run. She realises the danger she's in. Oh, flooding and an engine damage, which again Doria fixes. She's really good at that. Couple of flooding hits. And another one. Captain of the Strasbourg takes a shell to the face, which is not the best thing for your health. Doria, though, coming across Strasbourg's bow, which is not the wisest choice. Oh, yeah, big damage. A bunch of flooding. But then failed to follow it up, Strasbourg. Really hard to get the angles. Engine damage that I think... Nope, again, fixed. Something about that hull, just able to fix that flooding. Fix engine damage. Oh, maybe not that though. All her engines out. A bunch of flooding. Strasbourg has to be careful here though. Doria is very dangerous at close range like this. See, fixing those engines. Ramming probably not the best plan I've ever had. Oh, look at that. Big damage. She's going to find that hard to fix. Yeah, let's try not to ram. A lot of flooding on the rear and midships of Doria. But not enough to actually bring it down. Not yet, anyway. Oh, look at that. Yeah, this is what we want out of final. Yeah. Ahistorical but fun. This sort of pistol shot fighting. Nelson, well, not that Nelsons would be here, but would be recognisable to Age of Sail. Well, Andrea Doria just sitting there on 2% float though. Not gone down yet. Oh, flooding in our forward compartment though. That could prove dangerous. Strasbourg, meanwhile, I think is faring a little bit better in the flooding department. Just, it is very dangerous when you're this close to each other. Strasbourg doing way more damage. Structure-wise is fine, but starting to flood out herself because she just cannot get the kill on Doria, and Doria's done this before. It's just been hard to actually get a kill on her, and eventually she wears down her opponent. There you go, more flooding, and engine damage and all sorts. Big damage in return, but Doria's actually, well, no, her float was temporarily going up. Strasbourg still struggling. Just unreal. Loads of shells left, both of them. big damage, but not a kill. Not a kill shot. Just knocking lumps out of each other. And I love it. Oh my goodness, is it nerve-wracking. How is the Doria still afloat? What's the flooding hit there? Oh, that could be critical. Flooding on the forward section. But again, just not going down. 3% float. 2%. That's where she stopped it last time. 1%. 0. Strasbourg takes the victory. Well now. Doria can pull it back. And it's only fair that she gets a chance to do so. So I'm going to do... I'm going to put Strasbourg on AI control. But I'm not expecting this to change very much. Because... I expect the AI will just run away. As in, my ship, Strasbourg, will run away. And it'll be kind of a replay of round 1. But you never know. They're going on opposite tacks here. Strasbourg sees as an enemy ship. It's like, nah, I want to keep her at range. Which means probably nothing will happen. So, I know you're going to be waiting with bated breath, but... oh no, Strasbourg changes her mind. Oh, AI, don't do this to me. Look at this. No, I'm going to run away. Are you going to run away, or are you going to do something interesting? I'm going to do something interesting. Goodness sake. If you wonder why you see the AI wiggling, that's why. Doria AI being a little bit more sensible. Just headed in. Oh, goodness knows what Strasbourg's up to. No hits from either ship. With the manoeuvring around. Looks like the AI is happy to keep coming a bit closer. Range is coming down. Partial pens. I don't think any have gone through. No. So Doria getting the first hits, but they haven't been good hits. Similarly, Strasbourg not able to get a clean hit in. Yeah, they're kind of dancing around each other. I wonder what will happen as they start to pass each other. Secondary battery opens up. Yeah, so whoever wins this... Well, not whoever wins this. Doria needs the victory. So Doria needs to win. Strasbourg does not. So, at the moment, Strasbourg has a little bit of an advantage there, but I don't want to count any chickens. Doria can pull this back. But even if she does, that will make it a draw. And because Strasbourg does have a 3-point win, it is Strasbourg that is going to be advancing to Division 3. I'm reasonably sure. But can she... Well, no, in fact, it is, looking at the points. Because Doria is currently sitting on 6. Strasbourg is currently sitting on 7. And has a win under her belt. So he's looking at either 1 or 2 points, depending on what happens. But Doria fighting for her honour. So sadly, the last time we're going to get to see Doria, she has done extremely well. I'm incredibly happy that she's gotten this far. Yeah, looks like Strasbourg is starting to pull away a little bit. So, Strasbourg, however, we will be seeing again, because she progresses to Division 3. I just don't know with how many points. And in Division 3, she will be facing some interesting ships, and she will be the only French ship in Division 3 as well, which is really nice to see. The French getting some representation. Sadly, Italy not represented in Division 3 either, though. So it was kind of cool that it wasn't Italy versus France final, and then it's my dog barking away. So it's a good time to pause, and I'll come back once we have a final result. Welcome back. Doria has run out of ammunition. She was able to get some good hits in on Strasbourg. She definitely made a go of it. Was able to slow her down, but not able to get enough damage in to actually finish her off. Strasbourg showed no signs of wanting to turn and actually fight Doria, and it's not fair to continue it when Doria's fired all of her shells. So, I am going to end it here with, well, a rather worse for wear champion, but a champion nonetheless in Division 3. The Strasbourg, or the Dunkirk class, represented by Strasbourg, has successfully beaten all opposition with, although it was nip and tuck at times, so a worthy victor, and goes on to represent France in Division 3 with, let me just add up the points, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 9 points. Well, that is quite the thing. Our worthy champion, but let us not forget, a very spirited second place silver medal goes to Andrea Doria. Really doing fantastically well for the Reggio Marina. Right up to the end, trying to get some points back, but failing to do so. Well, she looks a bit better. We'll talk about her some more. 6 points. Third place goes to Scharnhorst on 4 points. Renown gets 3 points and comes fourth. And Congo, poor old Congo, no points, nul point, and comes last in the division. So, I wonder how Strasbourg is going to do in Division 3. I look forward to seeing you there. I look forward to seeing you for the rebuild video with Treefrog for Strasbourg when the new version comes out, and for all the other ships that are yet to come. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.